International 140 with the International 100 sickle mower tractor. And this is what what I use. I'm filming this after I'm done, but this is the ryegrass, clover, and fescue section that really just got out of hand and got over mature for the cows to enjoy. So it wasn't really that good of grass for them at that point. They picked through it. This is a part of the Poor Man Fertilizer video. But what the theory here is planting a winter annual, either winter rye, or this was cold grazer rye, a winter wheat, or maybe a triticale or something like that. Let it grow over the winter and allow you to get onto this a little quicker than the fescue that we have here in Southwest Missouri. And then once it becomes too mature to the cows where they're not wanting to eat it, what I do is I come with a sickle mower and I cut it all down, trim it up. The previous section of this video was the tractor, the video of me on the tractor cutting it. And then I turned the cows in, and this section right here was done. This part of the front part of this section up here by the barn and everything was done a couple days ago. And I put the cows on it and let the cows, poop on it and smash a lot of it in on a particularly rainy day, so that some of it gets down into the soil to feed in the soil for the winter stockpile that this field will have, or this section will have. But yeah, that's the theory. I commented on a couple of different questions in the regen group, and people was wondering about mowing early on in the spring if it got out of control, if it started outgrowing what you could eat. And a lot of the comments was, we'll just go get more cows, put more cows on it. Well, yeah, that's great, but then you have to, as you stock at a higher density and a higher rate, you're going to have to destock just as quick in July and August. So allowing a little Poor Man Fertilizer to work for you, that seems to work for me here. The cows will be off of this until probably maybe a week in July, and we're sitting here at Memorial Day right now. I might turn them in a week in July and just let them kind of graze this whole 4.5 acre section for like a day or two, or maybe a week, maybe up to even a week, and then I'll pull off of it and let the August-September rains bring it back, and then they won't go onto it until late December, early January. So yeah, it could be considered as a waste. A lot of people say bale this up into hay also, and yeah, hay is great and grand, but when you're taking your nutrients off of your field and feeding it in a hay lot or a barnyard or anything like that, you're taking it off of the field. I'd much rather buy somebody else's nutrients and put onto my field. So anyways, I just wanted to shoot a quick video here of the 140 and the Poor Man Fertilizer. So thanks for watching, guys. Good afternoon, guys. This is my Poor Man Fertilizer video, and my theory on instead of going out and paying for fertilizer, I use winter annuals as my fertilizer. I'm gonna walk back here and get my machete real quick. Every winter from now on, this is the first year that I've got serious about it. This is the third year that I actually used a winter annual in a couple of my main fields. I've played with it, starting about 3 years ago. I started to play with it. and I plant winter wheat, or I did ryegrass this year. I did annual ryegrass, which is called cold grazer rye. I bought it at Nixa Hardware in Nixa, Missouri. And I used winter wheat, cold grazer wheat. I used some of that in different sections, and I tried different winter annuals out. This section here had winter wheat in it, and I just turned the cows back in here after about a 3-week break. As you can tell, my fields are every bit of 50% clover here in southwest Missouri. Red and white clover. The major grass is fescue that we use here, but I interseed a lot of red and white clover, and I've even used a little crimson red clover before, but I like red and white because it comes back every year. Anyways, on to the video. Cows are sitting here. They've just filled their belly up from farting around. Got a phone call there. All right. Like I was saying, I've used the cold grazer rye and the wheat before, and I got serious with it last winter. And I planted. I got 4 sections in this 20-acre field here, or 18-acre field. It's about 4.5 acres a section. Cows are on section 3 right now. Section 1 was interseeded with the cold grazer rye. Section 2 was left alone, and I used that for feeding hay. I wintered the cows here, and I fed hay all in section 2, trying to get the organic value up, because it's mainly section 2 is on the hillside, and there's really no topsoil at all. We're standing in section 3, which is the winter wheat section, and you can still see a little bit of it, like right there. There's a little winter wheat, but the fescue and the clovers pretty much snuffed it out in this section. Section 4 was the ryegrass section, and the ryegrass was the first section that I put the cows on because it got crazy tall. I mean, it just exploded. In about the end of February, the very first part of March, it started coming on, and it's like it didn't quit growing. I mean, the cows couldn't keep up with it, and it got ahead of them. So what I do is I take the sickle mower, and you'll see that video right after that part of the video right after this, of where I was on the tractor and I was showing you what I was cutting down pretty much. But the ryegrass was, I was kind of scared that the ryegrass was going to keep the fescue and the clover snuffed out if I didn't knock it down. Plus I wanted to put a little bit of that ryegrass down into the seed bank, and I wanted to try to get the organic value up in the section 4. So what I did is I took the sickle mower and mowed her down, and then I turned the cows in for a couple days. This section here was mowed about 3 days ago, and the cows were on it for about 3 days. And then the very back part of the section down there by those trees, I just mowed that today. And I probably won't end up putting the cows back on this section because my sickle bar broke and I had to do a little maintenance there. But put the cows on there, let them smash it all in, let them graze what they want to graze, let them pick up what I cut, see, you know, what they're going to eat of it, and then the rest of it, that section will be shut off until probably July. I'll turn them in for a week, and then turn them in for about a week, and then I'll take them off, and then September, October, November, they'll possibly go back on there, and it'll go back into rotation. This section here is going to be their longer grazing, the hotter part of the summer. This section, because all of the trees down there, this is their shade section that they have here, and they're probably going to be on this for maybe a week or two, and then I'll take them off and put them on a different section, and then get back here in about the 1st of July, and this is going to be their section in July because of the shade trees. But the cows, they get to choose what they're going to eat and what they're not going to eat in this arrangement here, and they got a lot of different choices. When I got this place, it was fescue only and thistles, and it was looked like a golf course out here. You could take a putter out here and hit the ball a couple 100 yards down a hill. There's still hardly no organic matter in this field, believe it or not, which the clover's really helping fix the nitrogen out here. But I put a lot of clover seed out here. Just ballpark guess, I probably put 300 pounds of clover seed on this 18 acres, probably over the last 2.5 years. So it took a lot of seed to get it going, but these cows, they just got the best grass in the world to eat. And not to mention, when you stockpile for the winter, this field allows them to eat clover into January. So, and that's pretty rare in Southwest Missouri. Usually your clover's ate up and gone by September if you're not in a rotationally grazed system. But with this, you can allow them to eat it a long time. See, this seed isn't hardened yet. So what I'll do is in July, when they're done in July and August with this field, I'll go ahead and I'll come in with a sickle mower and I'll mow it down. By that time, the seed will be dried out and hard. And I will kind of do the same thing here, and then I'll take them off for September, October, and let the rains get to it. And then that'll allow this field to regenerate a little bit rather than just beating it in the ground non-stop. So, all right, well, to the next part of the video will be the tractor, and then I'll end the video. Thanks for watching.